Stoicism, an ancient formula for happiness. A good character is the only guarantee of everlasting, carefree happiness. Seneca. Happiness is the state of being happy and content with one's life. It can be seen as a positive mental or emotional state that generally includes feelings of joy, pleasure, contentment, satisfaction and serenity. There are many techniques and strategies that can help you to increase your happiness. One of them is Stoicism. Stoicism is a philosophical and ethical framework that teaches people to accept and to maintain control over their emotions, rather than be ruled by them. It has been gaining popularity in recent years. Stoicism was the first system in which one could study and practice philosophy, and is often considered the inspiration behind modern-day cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. Stoicism has had various influences over the years, including Christianity, Buddhism, and Islam. In modern society, Stoicism is most often associated with self-help and personal development. Many people use it as a way to overcome obstacles and struggles they face in their everyday lives. Stoicism provides a way of thinking about life and living that has been shown to be effective in various scientific studies. According to the Stoics, happiness cannot be found in external things and is not a consequence of external events. Emotions such as joy, sorrow, anger, fear, frustration, and tranquility are all just a function of the mind. They teach that happiness is a state of tranquility and contentment with one's current life circumstances. External events such as wealth, status, fame, or relationships are not seen as an end to happiness but rather as temporary states. The Stoics believe that what makes a person happy is not the events of a particular day or even the sum total of one's life, but the way a person has responded to those events. The Stoics believe that happiness is not something external, but rather, it is a state of mind. Stoicism teaches us to live in accordance with nature, which is to say that happiness comes from living in accordance with what is right, just, and true. The Stoics believe that people who follow these principles would find contentment and peace. They also believe that the world was a good place, because the natural order is good, it will ultimately lead to happiness. Stoicism teaches that happiness is tied to virtue, or living a life that is worthy of respect. If you are able to control your emotions, rather than letting them control you, you're more likely to be able to enjoy life. The Stoic philosophers considered emotions to be passions in opposition to reason. For Stoics, one must be virtuous to be happy, and that a virtuous life is one that is free from negative emotions such as hate, envy, and fear. The Stoics believe that happiness and sadness are based on how we judge things. It's not about what happens to us, but how we react to what happens. The Stoics' philosophy is that we should look at the world as it is, without judgment. The Stoics also believe that happiness is something you earn, not something that just happens to you. They believe that if you work hard and put your mind to it, you can make yourself happy. Stoicism is meant to be lived rather than merely thought about. Stoics believe that without action, no change is possible. Stoicism is a practical approach to life that can help you deal with the stress of modern life. It's not a new fad or gimmick, but one that has been tested and perfected over time. It is a philosophy that promotes personal development and self-improvement through a combination of rational thinking and self-discipline. It can be learned, practiced, and applied to everyday life in order to make it more meaningful and fulfilling.